The race session is at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca in Monterey, USA. Fly from Australia is first. B Cracer from Australia is second. Andre Elliott from New Zealand is third. Jace NZ1 from New Zealand is fourth. The Death Ray from Australia is P5. Kraka from Australia is sixth. FPVF6 from Australia is seventh. Cookie from New Zealand is eighth. Sergenkos from Australia is P9. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Fly is first. B Cracer is P2. B Cracer lost second to Andre Elliott. Jace NZ1 in turn 3 is fourth. FPVF6 is P5. FPVF6 lost P5 to Kraka. Cookie in turn 5 is P13. Dre from Australia in Rahal Straight is P14. Dre passed Buck for 13th. Joel Stewart is 13th. John Yena in turn 10 is 15th. John Yena is now P14. Joel Stewart is 15th, 0.5 behind John Yena. B Cracer in turn 4 is 5th, 0.1 ahead of the Death Ray. B Cracer lost 7th to Driven. Buck from Australia in turn 4 is 13th, 0.1 ahead of Jace NZ1. Buck passed Cootie for P11. Sergenkos in Rahal Straight is P6, 0.4 behind the Death Ray. Sergenkos passed the Death Ray for P5. Cootie from Australia in Rahal Straight is P14, 0.5 behind Joel Stewart. Cootie passed Joel Stewart for P13. Driven entering the pits is P6. John Yena is 10th. Driven entering the pits is 12th. John Yena is now 9th. Dre is 7th. B Cracer entering the pits is P13. Driven exiting pits. John Yena in Andretti hairpin is 8th. 0.4 ahead of Cookie. Jace NZ1 is 11th. Best lap is a 150.610. 11.532 off the fastest lap. FPV F6 in Rahal Straight is 4th. Best lap is a 139.812. 0.734 off the fastest lap. B Cracer exiting pits. John Yena in Rahal Straight is P7, 0.1 behind the Death Ray. John Yena passed the Death Ray for 6th. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Dre is P8, 0.4 behind the Death Ray. Dre was 11.2 faster last lap. Jace NZ1 is P9, 0.4 behind Dre. Sergenko's exiting pits. Dre is 8th, 0.3 ahead of Jace NZ1. Jace NZ1 from New Zealand is P9 battling Dre. Jace NZ1 was 2.0 faster last lap. Cookie in turn 4 is 10th, 0.2 behind Jace NZ1. Dre in turn 5 is P9, 0.2 behind Jace NZ1. Jace NZ1 was 2.0 faster last lap. Dre passed Jace NZ1 for 8th. Jace NZ1 in Rahal Straight is P9, 0.1 behind Dre. Jace NZ1 passed Dre for 8th. Buck is P10, 0.2 ahead of Cookie. FPV F6 from Australia is P5, 0.3 behind Sergenko's. John Yena is 7th, 0.5 behind the Death Ray. Buck in Andretti hairpin on lap 5 is P10, 0.5 behind Dre. Buck was 1.5 faster last lap. Sergenko's in turn 5 on lap 5 is P5, 0.3 behind FPV F6. Sergenko's passed FPV F6 for 4th. Cookie in turn 5 is 11th, 0.3 behind Buck. Buck from Australia in the corkscrew is P10, 0.6 ahead of Cookie. Cookie is P11, 0.3 behind Buck. Cookie is now P10. Driven from Australia in turn 11 is P12, 1.5 behind Cootie. Buck and Andretti hairpin is P10, 0.3 behind Cookie. Driven on lap 6 is P12, 0.3 behind Cootie. Driven was 0.6 faster last lap. Cookie in turn 5 is 9th, 1.8 behind Buck. The leader has just finished the race. Krakow finished P1. Andre Elliott finished 2nd. Fly finished P3. Sergenkos finished 4th. The Death Ray finished 5th. John Yena finished P6. Dre finished P7. Buck finished 8th. Cookie finished 9th. Jace and Z1 finished 10th. Cootie finished 11th. Driven finished P12. B. Cracer finished P15. Titan from Australia finished 13th. Joel Stewart finished 14th.